Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Top of the day to you. Good evening, mate. Wherever you're from, man. Welcome to the third installment. Man, it's the third time already for the Surround Sound Podcast. I am your man, R. Hunter Jr., Truth and Not a Rumor. And my co-host with the most, bartender by night, dance instructor to the stars by day. They call her Miss Moka.
I'll take that. Okay, dance instructor to the stars.
That's right.
How you doing?
I am great. How's your weekend?
It was good. It was a little long, but Valentine's Day, you had the.
How many Valentines you get?
How many offers or actuals?
Offers.
Lots.
Ooh, wait.
Actuals, zero.
I understand.
I was working.
You got to get that money.
Yeah, I was working.
That's what's up. Once again, happy Black History Month. We're live from Music Row Studios. Make sure you hit the fan page. We have a lot of stuff that we can just not possibly get to during the show, so you can still keep up with it. Just get on Facebook and search Surround Sound Podcast. I mean, it's a lot of good information right there. This is the second installment, Mocha, of the Black History Fact that's little known.
What you got? What you got this time?
You know Diana Ross, right?
Yes.
And of course, you know she has a very famous daughter, Tracy Ellis Ross.
Yes.
From Girlfriends and now Blackish with Anthony Anderson.
Mm-hmm.
But her Diana Ross's lesser known son, Evan Ross. I did not know that was his mom. Diana, I didn't know that was his mom.
I wouldn't say lesser known, but...
You wouldn't say that?
No. I think him...
I didn't know... I was about to say something else. I didn't know that dude. I mean, he played in ATL. Yeah, you know what I was about to say. He played in ATL, opposite T.I. as his little knucklehead brother. And he's also played in The Hunger Games.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
He even played Brian Austin Green in the TLC movie. Like, that's crazy to me.
Yeah. And his name, Evan Ross. It didn't ring a bell. It didn't go together.
He looks nothing like...
You don't think so?
Diana Ross to me.
I think he looks like his sister. He looks like his siblings.
Okay.
Because she has more than just those two. But
true.
Yeah, they look alike.
Well, hey, if y'all didn't know it, that's great. But I know I didn't know it. So, hey, it is what it is. We'll be back in just a second. Make sure you listen to this Big Crit song. It is very inspirational. It's called Another Naive Individual Glorifying Greed and Encouraging Racism. You'll understand when you
put that all together.
Yes. Right here, Surround Sound Podcast. We working here.
I want you all to go to your windows. Go to your windows and yell out. Scream with all the life that you can muster up inside your bruised, assaulted, and battered bodies. I am sick and tired of being a nigga.
Tell the government I don't want to be another nigga. Tell them white folk I don't want to be another nigga. Tell them black folk I don't want to be another nigga. Tell the world I don't want to be another nigga. Waiting with my hands out, broke in the hood they give a damn about. Bragging to my homie about the hoes I fuck. Drinking bottles after bottle cause I smoke too much. I never had a job that would pay me well. I took what I could cause they gave me hell. Spend what I stole on some clothes and kicks. My ex-girl say I want a mountain shit, but she suck and fuck when my car roll up. Tried to fuck her sister, but she talk too much. Her mama shake her head whenever I come round. Whatever high I had when I saw her might come down. I barely go to church, but I say I will. I bow my head right before I eat my meal. The world's fucked up, then they claiming I'm to blame. It's a damn shame, cause I don't wanna be another nigga. Tell the government I don't wanna be another nigga. Tell them white folk I don't wanna be another nigga. Tell them black folk I don't wanna be another nigga. Tell the world I don't wanna be another nigga. Waiting on the play to come through. Chilling with my homeboys plotting on you. Watching movies how to come up quick. Recruiting young niggas I can come up with. Barely read books but they down to shoot. Live life breaking rules, they got something to prove. Parents ain't around, they got nothing to lose. Wave the tool on the fool for some brand new shoes. Little child running wild in the streets. Wanna be a G so he look up to me. Try to hit the block and make a name. Claim he caught a body, now we got it and he feeling all the same. Till the family of the victim come knocking. Bailing through the corners of the ghetto till they shot him. You still dying and they claiming I'm to blame. It's a damn shame, cause I don't wanna be another nigga. Tell the government I don't wanna be another nigga. Tell them white folk I don't wanna be another nigga. Tell them black folk I don't wanna be another nigga. Tell the world I don't wanna be another nigga. Always trying to sell you something. Don't really know shit, but try to tell you something. Tap dance if you want him to. Could've fed the hungry, but he bought them jewels. Won't ever look back, cause he gotta keep moving. Even if he leave his own people bamboozled. Taking credit like he did it by himself. Too much pride to realize that he really had help. Only judge a man by his wealth. He ain't me, so he can't feel how I felt. He saw me walking and he ain't looked back, too scared. We make eye contact, so he could say he didn't see me when he drove by. And I can say he didn't see me and it's alright. He just want the fame from the game, it's a shame. I bet he think I'm just another nigga. Tell the government, I don't wanna be another nigga. Tell them white folk, I don't wanna be another nigga. Tell them black folk, I don't wanna be another nigga. Tell the world, I don't wanna be another nigga.
It's Rail Sound Podcast. I'm Hunter Jr., Truth and Not a Rumor. We're in the building with Miss Moka and Mr. Troy. Troy's talking to us through his hands once again. Funky 4+1 Mo. We're going to start it off with the NBA. It was the NBA All-Star Game. Moka, what did you think about All-Star Saturday?
All-Star Saturday was awesome sauce.
It truly was.
It was one of the better ones I don't even remember sitting there and watching the whole thing.
And not being bored.
Yeah, from Kevin Hart doing his 3-point all the way to the slam dunk contest. It was great.
Yeah, it was. Klay Thompson was not the person from Golden State that I thought was going to win the game. I really thought it was going to be Steph, but Klay Thompson came out with that crown. Let's talk about the slam dunk contest. And it's a bit controversial. I myself think that Aaron Gordon was robbed.
Really?
I do.
From the one dunk.
Although Zach LaVine did a dunk that I've never seen. Mm-hmm. He did plenty of dunks I've never seen.
I was going to say there were a couple.
But Aaron Gordon, he sat down in the earth.
Yes, he did.
And let all my Memphisness come out. He sat down in the earth, y'all. Lil' Mom, he sat down in the earth.
Oh, you really did let it come out.
In
a chair.
You have to see. Make sure you go to the Surround Sound Podcast fan page because we have the picture on there where he's literally sitting in the air.
Yeah, it was awesome.
But he didn't get the 50. Do you agree with Shaq? Shaq said he didn't give him 10 because the first time he missed it, but of course the second time he did get it. Would you, in that circumstance, what would you do?
I would have given him a 10 because it's about the dunk. The rule doesn't say, okay, you get 2-3 tries and we're going to deduct a point every time you miss. If you do an awesome dunk like he did, he deserved a 10.
I feel you.
He sat in the air.
Yes. And then on top of that, he jumped over something.
And his head was dang near hitting the rim while he was sitting in the air. Yes. So I would have given him a 10. So I do think he was robbed on that particular dunk. Overall, yeah, I think he should have came in second. For that particular dunk, it would have been over right there. I mean, if that would have been the last one, he would have won it all.
This is true.
But,
Well, the West won, Sunday. The West won 196-173 over the East. That is ridiculous.
It's not. It's a dunk, 3-point, layup, alley-oop contest. Let's see who can get the most.
I just have never seen that. I've never seen 196 to 173. I've never seen somebody come that close. It's usually like in the 170s, 180s. I've never seen 196.
But
it's a 4-point play away from him.
Who got the MVP?
Tell us, who got the MVP?
Since, everyone should know by now that we have a Memphis Grizzlies, Oklahoma City Thunder thing.
This is true.
Up in here.
This
rivalry.
Very much so.
The Oklahoma City Thunder man came out on top, Mr. Russell Westbrook, with the MVP of the All-Star game.
He had a great line, 31 points, 8 rebounds, 5 assists. Very reminiscent of how he plays actually during the season. So, and they won, by over, 23 points. So, I mean.
So let me ask you this.
What's up?
And this is what I've heard today. I think, and I'm quoting, I think that they should have given Kobe the MVP just for nostalgia's sake because it's his last run. What do you think?
Now, I know when they gave it to Magic back in 91?
That was
Orlando.
referenced. That was referenced. Mm-hmm.
But he actually was like the best player.
He deserved it.
He deserved that joint.
That's what I said.
I ain't forgiving nothing to nobody if they don't deserve it.
Thank you.
Now,
okay.
Now, Paul George had 41 points, 5 rebounds, and 1 assist. Now, let's say Kobe was in at least 10-point range of, Russell and Paul.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I feel that.
And you could see the argument.
I feel that. But I'm sorry. If he didn't at least somewhere around there, nah.
I agree. And they did a tribute after, pregame. They did when they introduced him, Drake. They're in Canada. Drake was there, smacking everybody, daps and everything. Uh-huh. Now, when Kobe went, they introduced Kobe. Kobe walked straight on through.
I heard the same thing about your boy, too.
My boy did it, too. Yes.
They are of the same vein. So if there was ever two people that would do that, I see Russell and Kobe doing it. But big shouts out to Kobe. Kobe played 20 years for one team. I'm sure he's going to have some more highlights this second half of the season. So I'm looking forward to it.
I see him being a John Elway of basketball. Some president of operations for the Lakers or something like that.
Did you hear about what Charles Barkley said? Charles Barkley was like, he didn't think, he thinks Kobe, since he didn't go to college, that he's going to have problems after basketball.
With a gajillion $1 million?
That too.
Okay. Well,
Kobe is he's a leader, but he's a tyrant for competing. He's going to compete on some level. I don't care if he's shooting marbles. Kobe is going to be the best 50-year-old marble shooter ever to walk the earth.
That's why I think he's going to still be in some form at some team somewhere, president of operations. I really think it'll be the Lakers. I mean, he's not going to want to go anywhere else. That's where he spent his whole tenure.
And then it makes sense because the way athletes are coming out of college 1 year, one and done, he'll be able to impart some knowledge right there to that crop of students. Also, Memphis Tennessee Grizzlies, 31-22. And if the playoffs started today, they will be going against those pesky Clippers. Moving on, number
losing.
And losing.
Sorry.
I hope they don't lose anyway. The Predators, 25-21. They've lost their last two. However, they're 5-4-1 in the last 10 games. Come on, Predators, let's go. Let's
do something.
Get on the up and up there. Number 3. I ain't gonna give them to me, so I'm gonna give them to you. Your boy, Moka.
Why
Johnny
my boy?
Manziel.
I'm not even a Cleveland fan.
I know, but that's your boy. I don't know why that's your boy, but that's your boy. We reported a couple of weeks ago he had a domestic violence charge, and it is confirmed now that he hit his girlfriend, even bust her eardrum.
And I bet she's still with him. But that's another story. I'm sorry.
Why you say that? No, I want to hear this. Why you say that?
Well, number one, this isn't the first time he's done it.
Well,
so
true.
She's still there.
It's a habit on that one.
Yeah. Number 2, he's got millions.
That's true too. Money talk. Everything else. Wow.
And number 3, he's got millions.
And he got millions.
So,
okay. Reports are saying that he will be let go from the Cleveland Browns
March 9th.
In March.
March 9th, he's out of there.
Do you think he gets another chance? I've been arguing with my brother since last year that Johnny Manziel is going to Dallas.
You think so?
I know he's going to Dallas. I just know it.
Really? Why? What is your
He's
reasoning?
From Texas.
Okay.
He's from that area of kind of North Texas, and then basically the Dallas Cowboys are our modern day version of old school Oakland Raiders. If you've done drugs, if you've hit your girlfriend or your wife, if you sold anything, if you've been in a porno, if your mama was thought to be a stripper in Plano, you go to the Dallas Cowboys.
You said in Plano.
You go to the
I am
Cowboys.
through with you. Okay, so you don't think that Jerry Jones would have an issue with that because of it? Because a lot of stuff that happened with the Cowboys players happened after they were on the team. It wasn't prior to, and Jerry Jones said, hey, come on, let's play for us. So with him knowing what Johnny Manziel's been going through, do you think that he would still take him?
Yeah, because he did the same thing for the former Panther. What's the dude's name? Ellis?
What is
Greg?
Yeah.
Greg Ellis?
That's not Ellis. It's not Ellis. I want to say, no, it's not Ellis.
That dude?
Greg Hardy.
Thank you.
Go, Moka.
Okay, you get the last name, I get the first name. We all right. Greg Hardy had beat on his woman in Carolina.
But see, it didn't come out until as far as with that team. Now, it wasn't a big story in Carolina until Greg Hardy started making plays in Dallas.
Okay.
And then once he started making plays, then stuff started surfacing.
I'll say this, Ray Rice got a home too. Ray Rice, talk to me. I'll be your agent. I bet I get you with the Cowboy.
I think that would be a good fit for him.
Because they ain't really got no running back right now.
No, I don't think that Johnny Manziel's going to Dallas. I think you got Tony Romo that's going to be there to pick up for the first round quarterback that they're going to choose in the draft.
Okay, you think they're going to pick up a first round?
I definitely think they're going to choose they're going to have to. I mean, they've had Hasselbeck, they've had all these other players that are now with other teams because they couldn't cut it there. Tony Romo's the only one left, and he's hurt. They have to do something, and I don't think that Johnny Manziel's going to be their savior.
Okay.
I give him third string at best next season if he's picked up. I don't see him being picked up, but if he does, I give him third string.
I feel. Speaking of scandals and speaking of quarterbacks, the latest is coming up with UT and their big thing. Six women have filed suit against them, and the latest on Peyton Manning and his how should I say it? I'll say it like this: Peyton Manning needs to get a sponsorship with a tea company.
Why?
I'll just leave it at that.
Goodness.
I'll just leave it at that.
I'll just have to wait and hear.
Teabags. That's all I got to say. Some crazy. But now for the one more. It comes once again from the political arena. And also, Hank Stein, that's going to be with my guy, Henry Nickel. We're thinking about you, Hen. Big shout out to your pops. We're pulling for you, Mr. Nickel. Like I said, in the one more, it comes from the political arena. Bernie Sanders. He's been a big advocate to increase the minimum wage, Moka. He's been a big advocate to decrease the prison population.
Okay.
However, there's this thing called TV. And we can see Bernie.
Yes.
Bernie does not look like he will be around for a second term if one comes up.
For a second year, not even a second term.
I love what he stands for. However, to bring in historical context, Richard Nixon, when he went against JFK, Richard Nixon, when they were doing the actual radio debates, he was in the lead. The minute the people saw the tall and robust John F. Kennedy, that completely swayed the voters. I do not, and I hate to say that it's, not necessarily a fashion show, but it's about physical appearance, but that has something to do.
I totally agree.
And the fact that they call Uncle Bernie, that's basically a nice way of calling you Granddaddy Bernie.
Yes.
So.
And it's been a lot of talk when people have seen him. Like you said, there was one said when he went up on the stairs, stepping up to get onto the stage, that he could barely step up the stairs, like four stairs.
And then when the young lady fell out, during his I guess rally, he looked like,
y'all better come get her.
Yes. and then there's this meme out that has Bernie Sanders on one side and the Tales from the Crypt dude on the other. I don't know, Bernie. I love everything that you stand for, dude, but I just hope that it hasn't. Your time hasn't passed. I'll just say it like that. Anyway, speaking of presidents, we got Lil Wayne, President Carter, right here. Surround Sound Podcast. We'll be back in a minute, y'all. We working.
God bless America.
Carter, are you prepared to take the constitutional oath?
I am.
Would you place your left hand on the Bible and raise your right hand and repeat after me? I, President Carter, 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 President Carter.
Sitting on the world, I got life in my hand. So these days I try to think twice when I can. Money on my mind, as God is my witness. Love don't live here, and it don't even visit. I do this for my uptown politicians. Walked in the kitchen and found a pot to piss in. Niggas ain't satisfied until they mama missing. Niggas ain't satisfied until they mama miss them. I'm a monster, exorcisms. Toe tools like mechanics, mechanisms. Detrimental on any instrumental. I say you rappers sweet, I pay the incidentals. I'm beneficial, I beneficial. I say you rappers sweet, tiramisu. I like my shortcake shorter. Ain't a motherfucker harder than
I, President Carter, 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 President Carter.
Nobody gives you a chance, you gotta take chances. Your family tree, I will break branches, cause I don't give a fuck. I put the ass in assassin, smoke you like a blunt, then it's ashes to ashes. The future is born, put the past in the casket. If real shit is dead, then nigga, I'm a bastard. Appetite for disaster. I want a full plate, then another plate after. Yesterday just died, tomorrow never cried. The days of our lives, when shit get deep, I'm never afraid to dive. Let the money pile up until I'm buried alive. Ask who the fuck want it, I bring it to your doorbell. Have niggas in your yard like a yard sale. Smoking weed, getting head in the Oval Office. I change the stars on the flag into crosses.
President Carter, President
Amen.
President Carter, President
So now,
President Carter,
instead of
President
pledge,
Carter,
we pray.
President Carter,
Yeah.
President Carter, 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 President Carter.
You did to me, brown grass, nigga. I just stand still and let the crown pass, nigga. Bullshit for lunch, brown bag, nigga. Reality's a bitch, and I'ma dance with her. 140 pounds, 5'6" from the ground. Bitch, I'm in the building, you ain't even in the lounge. I tried to fuck the world and couldn't even get aroused. I ain't looking for the beef, but I ain't seen it in a while. And we all want world peace. Murder show, I give your ass good seats. Yeah, I'm much more than a good speech. Gorillas in suits, the holy war, the spiritual troops, fighting over the mythical truth, drowning in the political soup. They shoot missiles and nukes, taking out such a pivotal group. The body count is the physical proof, and they thought drugs were killing the youth. Thank you. Thank you all. Thank you all. I am President Carter.
This is the Surround Sound Podcast. I am your man, R. Hunter Jr., Truth and Not a Rumor. Finally, I got my man Henry Nickel in the building with Hank's Dime. What's going on, Hen?
Yup. What's up from Lexington, Calipari country?
Hey, man, how is the weather up there? Because I know down here we weren't able to go on last week because of the snow. Is it still snowing up there?
It's very slushy here. It's supposed to snow anywhere between 3 and 12 inches tonight up here, but it's a bit different than Nashville. When it snows up here, it doesn't necessarily ice over, so yeah, you don't have that element of danger.
Well, that's crazy. Speaking of bad weather, woo, in SCC country, down on Rocky Top, it's crazy, man. What's going on with UT? I hear there's like a little cover-up or maybe not necessarily a cover-up, a scandal or something?
Well, there's always been, as I like to call them, U-Thug. There's always been a bit of, there's always been a lot of rumors regarding what the Knoxville Police Department will let the players get away with in terms of leniency and, any sort of supposed complicity with the athletics department. So it's not, things like, even going back to like the DUIs of Leonard Little and Dante Stallworth, there's there's obviously a lot of criminal activity going on, both on the football team and otherwise at UT. But most specifically, this new lawsuit that's being alleged by these 6 Jane Does, in some ways it's kind of old news. It's the lawsuit and the federal investigation that's new.
That's the new part. All right.
Because A.J. Johnson and several a couple other players had been suspended or kicked off prior to about a couple years ago, as well as former UT basketball player Yemi Makanjula. But so in a way they nipped it in the bud. But at the same time, the question is this systemic? Yeah. Is this something that's going on wholesale at the university? And really the only fair thing to say is that still the jury's still out on that.
but it does seem like it's a. Yeah, nice one. But it does seem like it's some type of maybe a friends of the program, like you were saying. The police kind of look the other way when certain things happen.
I mean, you also have to consider the amount of money, especially in a college town like that that's going around, and how much of a business these SEC teams are. I mean, you kick off some major players. You suspend or kick off a Peyton Manning for something that maybe at a smaller school might be taken much more seriously. It's a significant blow to revenue for the university. So I mean, it's hard to judge in a way. Facts are still being reviewed in terms of the claims that these young women are making. I mean, I certainly think it's good that as much smoke as there's been regarding, and this is not the first time it's been alleged that the law enforcement in Knoxville are least compliant when it comes to supposed improprieties by student athletes. It's probably a good check. It's probably a good check on the athletic department in that regard.
Good old Rocky Top. Speaking of Rocky Top, you mentioned Peyton Manning. Woo! Now this one here. First of all, before you tell me and our listeners what's really going on, I almost vaguely remember hearing something like this way back when. But then I guess the media and just everything that you read, I won't say it's the media's fault, but everything that you read and hear about Peyton is, it's a squeaky clean guy. But this dude is not been such a nice guy. Is this what I'm hearing?
Well, I mean, obviously you say, squeaky clean. He obviously comes from a family with a lot of power and a lot of influence, going back to the days when Archie Manning was an NFL quarterback. Hey, squeaky clean, they've always given that image. He's never gotten any explicit trouble at UT or really in the pros, but has he been reputed as maybe not the nicest person? It depends on who you ask. There's certainly, stories out there. It's all, for the most part, up until this point, it's just been hearsay. No, there's been no major incidents to speak of. Mm-hmm. But when you have a report that a doctor during her time at UT was teabagged by Manning, and apparently there was a law, previous law. I guess it was Dr. Jamie Bowerite. There was a previous lawsuit from her, that was covered up to a large degree. But if you dig a little deeper, the judge in the case in Polk County, Florida, dismissed Manning's claim to dismiss the case, saying there's ample evidence that for a civil suit there from Dr. Bowerite. So, just from the judge's perspective in that case, in her own lawsuit before all this came out, obviously there's some fire there, not just smoke.
Oh, definitely so. Because when I was reading the deposition, there's a gentleman. He was Rolo. He was the I don't want to call him the athletic director. However, he had a high-ranking position in the athletic department, and he and from what I could gather, he thought that she was not heterosexual. So it's kind of strange that now they were trying to, and this was in the book, the Manning book. Now in the book, they tried to make her seem like she was hyper heterosexual, having sex with black student athletes. What it mattered that they were black, I don't know. That's another story for another day. But that really didn't make any sense, because if everybody thought and knew, at least at that time, that she was non-heterosexual, why now is she this hypersexualized young lady now?
I'm not sure how much her sexuality, at least from my own point of view, and maybe I'm not the expert on this, some people are, has to do with it. What I do know is that when the Manning's book came out, which did involve a ghostwriter, their disclosures about Dr. Bowerite were apparently violating an agreement that they made with the university, a non-disclosure agreement they had with the university, not to talk about it. So it kind of seemed like a preemptive strike against her and to discredit her publicly. Obviously, she filed a lawsuit, basically alleging that as well. Mm-hmm. But apparently, the facts in the book where Peyton calls her a vulgar woman, and there's only one incident he has to go on. In the depositions in the lawsuit involving people involved, they all say, pretty much everybody involved say, no, that didn't happen. Whatever Peyton claimed didn't happen the way that he represented. So basically, all the witnesses involved, he misrepresented her. I don't know why specifically he included a anecdote about her calling a group of student athletes MFers in the book, which is, I guess, why he called her a vulgar woman. I'm not exactly sure why why he felt that was relevant to make up or relevant to share, but in any case, whatever the anecdote that he shared about her, which was his reason for calling her a vulgar woman, didn't seem to have happened.
Very strange, very strange. That was my man, Henry Nickel. Say goodbye to the people, Henry.
Later, guys.
Once again, that was Hank's Dime with Henry Nickel. Make sure you get on and like the Surround Sound fan page. We have those two stories and much more. We'll be back in a second. Surround Sound podcast right here, y'all.
Flip mode, nigga. Pharrell remix. I ain't meaning to brag, girl. You know that I'm a shipper. See, I'm loving your swag, girl. Nowadays, they print a nigga name on a flag, girl. You rubbing on me, see the way my denim is sag, girl. Flip mode, see, they give me my respect. Miss next, if you horny, we could flip it on some sex shit. My ex-chick kinda mad at the world, but it's nothing because you know I love you, girl. Hey, Rob, go ahead and talk to him.
She's the kind of girl you wanna marry. The kind of girl you walk the whole earth for. Put her on your back and just carry. Her attitude is hotter than the Earth's core. When she's around, nothing else matters. Untouchable, she's got her own force field. Sooner or later, someone will get at her. If I don't, someone else will. Wanna love you, girl, wanna love you, girl, wanna love you, girl, wanna love you. Wanna love you, girl, wanna love you, girl, wanna love you, girl, wanna love you. Wanna love you, girl, wanna love you, girl, wanna love you, girl, wanna love you. Wanna love you, girl, wanna love you, girl, wanna love you, girl, wanna love you.
Here we go. Bounce back. Flip mode, baby. Start track. Holla at me, baby. Just for a little while. You checking for the guard. I know you love my style. I know you proper and I love the way you clean with it. You know I'm dapper and I'm motherfucking mean with it. Extreme with it. Triple beam with it. You know I love your style and how you like a queen with it. I'ma talk to him.
What am I to do? I give a diamond fondues and introduce her to cause a gut glass bruise. We well protected, ma. You feel elected. Flip mode is where we at. You come to my section, that's where the stars is at. I'm money long, we top artifacts, and I hope you fall in love with that. Ha! Copy your skateboard, ma.
She's the kind of girl you wanna marry. Scientists say that she's a second sunshine. And now my life is sweeter than berries. I guess if we have sex, our love will turn to wine. When she's around, nothing else matters. Even if the sky was at a standstill. If I turn my back, then someone will get at her. If I don't, someone else will. Wanna love you, girl, wanna love you, girl, wanna love you, girl, wanna love you. Wanna love you, girl, wanna love you, girl, wanna love you, girl, wanna love you. Wanna love you, girl, wanna love you, girl, wanna love you, girl, wanna love you. Wanna love you, girl, wanna love you, girl.
Spliff, you know you need to kill it.
Yes, I do. I gave her the finest things in life. Diamond cars and furs are the things she likes. Dipped in Dior, Farmagamo. Had her pushing whips like Marcy Largo. Roaster, butter, a gun, and a holster. Loyal little mommy, she be moving like a soldier. Known by many and respected like Oprah. Keep her on my side like Bonnie did Clock Lift, baby.
I'm so glad.
Picture my life and my intention to ball. Picture the sights and how it glitter for y'all. Now don't you feel claustrophobic when a chick is involved? She changed your life and your frame of mind. Sorry, I hope what I'm saying is fine. We fuss, but we take it one day at a time. If there's a fire, you know that you lay in the line. I just close my eyes and curve my mouth. Open my mind and words come out. You're eclectic, you're creative. You the picture, girl, I just painted. I got it, you name it, it's all paid for. Big castle on the seashore with the Willy Wonka decor. How does sound, Mr. and Mrs. Skateboard?
I'm so glad I found you. Oh yeah. Ooh. I'm so glad I found you. Oh yeah. Ooh. I'm so glad I found you. Oh yeah. Ooh. I'm so glad I found you. Oh yeah. Ooh.
Mic check, 1 2 1 2. It's your girl, Moka. It's Moka's mic check, the entertainment portion of the Surround Sound podcast. Got some interesting news for you today. Couple things. First, we got Miss Raven Simone. Miss Controversy is what I call her. Now, you know, there's been some things in the past that she said that people don't agree with. And, you know, so I think at this time she was trying to pull on some emotion strings. Mm-hmm. She said that while they were at a red carpet event, okay, she was being interviewed and was pushed in the chest twice by the reporter to make room for Kylie Jenner.
Wow.
So
now she's trying to jump back on the bandwagon.
Yes, for Kylie Kendall Jenner. Yes, to make room for them. But that's not how it happened. So she was on The View and just so emotional and explaining how, you know, she was being interviewed, and whenever she was being interviewed, someone pushed her in the chest and they said, "Wait, there's Kendall. Move, you know, let's get her." And according to Raven, she said, "Oh, yeah, somebody more important. Yeah, let you go ahead and have that."
Ooh-wee.
But
so
then
her feelings got hurt.
Her feelings got hurt. If it would have been like that, my feelings would have been hurt as well.
That's true. They could have did a lot better.
But that's not what happened.
Oh, but that ain't even what happened then.
There's a video.
Oh my
that disputes her argument.
Uh-huh.
And she was not pushed. It was more of a there's a Kylie, there's Kylie Jenner, Kendall Jenner. Let's move her out of the way. But she was never asked a question. She didn't get to answer one question before that happened. It wasn't like she was being interviewed and then she was moved out of the way. It was like a walk up. Hey, how you doing? Oh,
man, she needs to sit down somewhere.
I think so too, because I think she's just wanting to make news at this point, just to be relevant about something, because it was more of a, and she did it on The View. So she got the sympathy of the crowd and of her co-host. Oh man, so are you okay? But girl, that ain't even what happened. Come on now.
They be tripping.
Yes, honey. So let's move on to some real news, some true news, let's say. Sierra is suing Mr. Future,
oh my goodness,
baby daddy, for calling her a bad mother.
How can you? Okay, now I know there's a such thing as saying that you can't badger someone or defamatory statements about somebody. But you can at least give your opinion. No,
you can. It just depends on how you give it.
Okay,
because it can come off as defaming your character. But according to the papers, he said that she was a bad mother and the way that she parents was wrong. So in return, and then also on Twitter, Future said, "This B got control problems. I got to go through lawyers to see baby Future. The effery for $15,000 a month, which is what she's getting paid." And he also had something to say about her relationship with Russell Wilson. So she's suing him for $15 million for that, for basically defamation of character. That's not what they're calling it, but that's what I call it. Because why are you suing him? Because he said I was a bad mom. He talked about my relationship with my man. What do you call that?
To me, that's giving an opinion. I don't think that's defamation of character.
No, but I'm saying if you had to put it in a subject, like you're taking it to court, that's what it would be called, is defamation of character in her mind, I would say. Because all he's saying is, you're a bad mother, and I'm talking about your new husband or soon-to-be husband. But I agree with you. It is just your opinion. But with the stars, again, anything to stay relevant somewhat, they're going to do it.
I think she just must like him and want to get back with him then. Because that's what that sounds like.
Well, they are abstaining.
Yeah.
So, and Future and Sierra didn't abstain, so she might be having flashbacks or something, and might.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Because it's crazy to me, because actually on Facebook, me and a friend of mine, she posted something kind of around this, and it just, I don't get it. Like, if a woman has another situation going on, who cares about what's going on in this situation that you're coming out of?
As long as that both parties leave it alone.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, but at the same time, Future seems like he got something still for her too, because he's been talking about her also,
definitely.
So.
And as I was going to say, it's not just, I don't think it's just him. He's not just coming out saying stuff. She's got to be fueling the fire some kind of way,
texting,
contacting him some kind of way. He's not just coming out the side of his neck, just saying all this different stuff if there's nothing fueling it.
But you know what though? Future got mad when that picture got out about, and the picture got viral of baby Future handshaking or hugging
on the field.
Russell Wilson. That's when the man got mad.
Yeah.
So
he probably didn't think it was real until he saw the pictures. Then he knew it was real.
Yes.
Yep. That's honey.
What's going on with the Grammys though, yo?
Well, it's kind of, you want. Okay, here's the thing. Politically correct, incorrect. Racially motivated, racially not. It's like some people are calling it the Oscars per se again.
Oh boy.
Because we all know David Bowie passed.
True.
We all know Glenn Frey from the Eagles passed. They're getting tributes. Now, Earth, Wind, and Fire was getting the, I believe it's the Icon Award. They were getting awarded at the Grammys, which they're still going to take the award, and they're going to say a couple of words about Maurice White. Okay. And then Natalie Cole is going to get a small video at the end of, how they have that in memoriam of all the people that passed in 2015.
Right.
She'll get the little video at the end of her and her dad. So there's no tribute for Maurice White or Natalie Cole, but there's a tribute for Glenn Frey and for David Bowie. So people are saying,
that is,
don't be like the Oscars.
That is kind of funny, because the way those things are set up, they always run over. So it would seem like they would want to cut time and just put those two gentlemen in the vignette also.
You would think. I mean, they have Lady Gaga requested to do part of David Bowie's tribute. They're not going to tell her no. They were like, oh, yes, we'd love to. That's very fitting. That was the response from the group. Well, that's very fitting. Okay, so is the Elements. Come on, man. They're the Elements.
Yeah. Earth, Wind, and Fire.
You need to have and just think what the tribute could be.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah,
and everybody, young, old, black, white, pink, purple, brown, blue, would know those songs.
That's true.
So
Earth, Wind, and Fire is a dynamic band.
Yeah, and it's just I wish they would. Hopefully, with the news and people are getting upset about it, hopefully they'll do something about it, at least for Earth, Wind, and Fire, because they're getting the award. So, I think some people are going to, we'll hear so-and-so singing one song or whatever, but they're not doing a tribute.
Right.
Which I think would be befitting for Maurice White because...
And then especially since that's the group that he's from that you're...
but they're going to say a few words about him. They're going to say a few words. That was the quote. They're, the band is going to say some words about him and his legacy. Okay, we need more than that. And I'm not taking anything away from David Bowie or Glenn Frey. They are so deserving as well. But I think that all four, including Natalie Cole, need to be memorialized at the Grammys.
Yeah, it's kind of hard because all four have basically passed in 2016.
Within months of each other.
Right, so let's go ahead and do it for all.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but now the one person who won't be performing at the Grammys is Kanye West.
Oh my goodness.
So, he brought out his couple of his singles on Saturday Night Live. Okay. I didn't watch it. I heard the reviews.
Everything I've been hearing is Kanye West season 3. I don't get it, but that's what it is. I guess season 3 of his clothing. Is that what that is?
I don't know.
I haven't
heard the season 3.
I keep seeing Kanye West season 3. I don't want to read about it because Kanye kind of getting on my nerve right now. But that is what it is.
Well, Mr. West is supposedly $53 million in debt and has reached out to Mark Zuckerberg, which is the founder of Facebook, for $1 billion to help him help his cause, is what he said. Now, he's on Twitter wanting him to bail him out. And he is on Twitter, let's see, like about 15, 20. But he wants him to help support his latest album, The Life of Pablo. He said, Mark Zuckerberg's birthday was Valentine's Day.
Oh, really? Okay.
Mark Zuckerberg, I know it's your birthday, but can you please call me tomorrow? Wow. You love hip-hop. You love my art. I am your favorite artist, but you watch me barely breathe and still play my album in your house. World, please tweet, FaceTime, Facebook, Instagram, whatever you got to do to get Mark to support me. And that is a quote from Kanye. So there is no way that he can go back and digress. He said it, and he is basically begging for help.
53 million.
No, he's begging for $1 billion. He's 53 million in debt.
So this might want to come up like $940 million?
Right.
Oh, yeah, you are a fool. How you going to try to come up $940 million, though?
Exactly. And what are you going to do with it? What are you going to do with it?
If that was ever a time that I would tell somebody to take a seat and shut up.
Have several seats.
Have several seats, Kanye.
Yes. If you just go to his Twitter account, and even there's one Twitter, he said, no matter what level you're in at life, there is still a struggle. I can still buy for my family, but if the self-proclaimed cockiest person in the world can lay his personal business on the line, then please, people, see my heart. Really, Kanye?
This would be the one time that I would smack the shit out of Kanye.
Ooh.
I smack the shit out of Kanye for that.
I'm trying to bloop it.
I mean, seriously, how you gonna come up $947 million? That's a good one.
That is a good one. I don't understand it, but it's typical Kanye. It's not something that people are really opening their eyes about. Like, whoa, no, oh, Kanye said that. Okay, whatever. Moving on, and we are going to move on to a little sadder note. My girl, my
inspiration.
Janet's my inspiration.
Okay,
but Vanity. Well, Denise Matthews, a.k.a. Vanity, was I wanted to be her. Uh-huh. I wanted to be her on Purple Rain. I wanted to be her when she jumped in Lake Minnetonka. I wanted to be her. And she has sadly passed at the age of 57 from some kidney failure and then some other abdominal illnesses. But she's passed on, and our condolences. Now, what do you remember about Vanity?
I mean...
Oh, boy.
I was, okay, first of all, you have to remember, I was like a preteen, when I first really realized who, she was. All I remember is her from Action Jackson. And as a man, you remember the first time you seen titties. And she was the first time I saw breasts. And, I mean, I'm just saying, man, Vanity was fine. And I love the song Nasty Girl. My heart really goes out to her family. But, man, she like a young boy dream, though. Woo, Lord.
And she's gorgeous now.
Yes.
Men still swoon over her up until her death. I mean, she's awesome. I love her body, her hair, her skin, her face. I mean, I love her.
Vanity. We're going to miss you, baby. Miss Moka, say good night, Nashville.
Good night, Nashville.
That was Miss Moka's mic check. And
what's up, man? He got something on his mind, y'all. Hold on, let him get his thoughts.
This is all I'm saying. It's a special song that that we're gonna play at the end of this for all the men that messed up during Valentine's Day and this Valentine's Day weekend. This is what you're gonna do. You're gonna listen to this song by Lattimore, and you're gonna repeat everything that he said in the beginning to your woman.
Make sure you take some presents, though.
And you're gonna straighten this thing on.
Don't just do that. Take some presents.
That's real. Surround Sound Podcast. We'll be back next week, y'all.
Everybody's got to straighten out something sometime. I don't care how old you are or how young you are. I don't care if you're married, single, divorced, engaged, or shacking. You got to straighten out something every now and then. But I want you to think about all the times that you've heard somebody say, let's straighten it out. Think about it. And I guarantee you that most of the time, it was a man who said it. Now, the reason why I say that is, well, let's face it, most of the time it's a man who makes it crooked in the first place. We don't mean no harm. That's just the way we are. Sometimes we do have a tendency to sort of take you for granted, don't we? Always acting like we don't understand some things. But I believe a woman feels things deeper than a man. I don't care what nobody says. I believe a woman loves stronger than a man. Because you see, sometimes we just don't seem to understand. I know because, you see, I'm speaking from experience. Because I came home one day and my woman was just going all around the house, not having very much to say. And I was kind of puzzled. I didn't know what to do. So I looked her straight in the eye and I said, sit yourself down, girl, and talk to me. And tell me what's on your mind. Don't you keep on telling me everything's okay. 'Cause if it wasn't, you wouldn't be crying. You've been tossing and turning in your sleep lately, baby. Sitting around pouting all day long. Now how the hell you expect me to understand when I don't even know what's wrong? Let's straighten it out, baby. Let's straighten it out, honey. Let's straighten it out. Let's straighten it out. For the last 9 nights, honey, when we went to bed, oh, I could tell something just wasn't right. When you turned your back to me and you covered your head, oh, you didn't even say goodnight. If you're tired and you don't want to be bothered, baby, just say the word and I'll leave you alone. Instead of laying there crying your eyes out, baby, you and me ought to be getting it on. Let's straighten it out, baby. I said straighten it out.